There are stories so devastating that they bring an entire nation to a standstill. The case of little Cwecwe is one of them, a heartbreaking tale that has left South Africa in shock, grief, and anger. What should have been an ordinary school day turned into an unimaginable nightmare for a 7-year-old girl and her family. Today, we uncover the events leading up to that tragic moment, the fight for justice, and why the nation refuses to remain silent. Cwecwe was a bright and cheerful child, known for her infectious laughter and kind spirit. She was a student at Betrayal College in Matatile, a school that, like any other, was supposed to be a safe space for learning and growth. But in the days leading up to the incident, signs of trouble began to emerge. It is believed that she may have been targeted before the tragic event. Some reports suggest that she expressed discomfort about someone at the school. But as is often the case, children's fears can sometimes go unnoticed or unaddressed. Was this a warning sign that could have prevented what was to come? On the day of the incident, Cwecwe was waiting for her transport home like she always did. But instead of making it safely back to her family, she experienced something no child should ever endure. Reports indicate that she was allegedly assaulted on the school premises in a place where she was supposed to be protected. The details surrounding the attack are harrowing, and out of respect for the family, we will not go into graphic descriptions. But what is clear is that a child's innocence was stolen and a family's world was shattered in an instant. The moment the news broke, shockwaves rippled across the community. Parents, teachers, and citizens alike were horrified. How could something so horrible happen in a school? Who was responsible, and why had no one stopped it? The response was immediate. Outrage turned into action as people took to the streets, demanding accountability. The Justice for Cwecwe movement quickly gained momentum, shining a light on the deep-rooted issues of child safety and institutional neglect. Authorities launched an investigation, but progress was slow, leading to frustration and suspicions of cover-ups.
Medical records do indeed confirm that this young girl was raped last year. But more disturbing, Aldrin, was that according to the minister, on what they were seen or were told from the doctor's reports, was that the incident that occurred last year may actually not be the first time this little girl was actually violated.
Parents began questioning whether the school had acted fast enough and whether evidence had been compromised. The school management faced intense scrutiny for the handling of the case. As pressure mounted, the Eastern Cape Department of Education took decisive action, deregistering Betrayal College for failing to ensure a safe environment. But for many, this was not enough. Where were the arrests? Where was justice for Cwecwe? No mother should have to go through this pain. Cwecwe's mother has been at the center of this fight, standing strong despite her grief. And just when the family thought things couldn't get worse, another tragedy struck. On April 2, 2025, while on her way to meet police officials to discuss the case, Cwecwe's mother was involved in a car accident. Miraculously, she survived with minor injuries, but the emotional toll of this ordeal is beyond measure. This accident, whether coincidental or not, has further fueled public determination. People refuse to let this case be forgotten. Too many times, victims of such crimes have been ignored. But not this time, not Cwecwe. The tragedy of Cwecwe is not an isolated case. Across South Africa, children are being failed by the very institutions meant to protect them. If a child cannot be safe at school, then where can they be safe? The demand is clear. Urgent reforms are needed. Schools must be held accountable, security must be improved, and justice must be swift. If we don't act now, how many more children will suffer? Cwecwe's story has left an indelible mark on South Africa. Her name will not be forgotten. The fight for justice continues, not just for her, but for every child whose safety has been compromised. We stand with Cwecwe's family and we demand justice. Because justice delayed is justice denied.